Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I got to go to a theater, a drive-in theater. So I got to go to the Delsey Drive-In Theater, deep in South Jersey, and got to go see Unhinged, the big movie that was supposed to bring us back to the theaters. That's what they marketed it as, and boy is this a movie. Let me start. So this film is very obviously starring Russell Crowe because he's in all the marketing. He's the big selling point of this film. This is written by Carl Ellsworth, directed by Derek Bort. And it's about a man who murders his ex-wife and her new lover, husband, burns their house down. He's having a bad day. He is on pain meds because of a work injury. His whole life has fallen apart. And then this woman, played by Karen Pistorius, is also having a bad day. Not quite as homicidal of a day, but a bad day. She wakes up late, her son's upset, her ex-husband's trying to take her house, soon-to-be ex-husband's trying to take her house, she gets fired from her salon job for her biggest client, and she angrily honks at Russell Crowe when he stops his truck in the middle of the street. Boy, was that a bad mistake. Couldn't just give me a courtesy tap. And that's basically the crux of this movie, and then he goes completely insane. Chasing after her, and that's this movie. Two positives. One, Russell Crowe is fun as hell. He's hamming it up. He's really enjoying himself. He uses that big boy body to throw his weight around and beat the crap out of a woman and murder some other people. And which was interesting because this is Russell Crowe gained a lot of weight for this role, grew this beard, and he's an intimidating looking person in this in his big ass truck, which is not a Ford F-250. Looks exactly like one. And he's very angry, very intense, and you almost can laugh about how intense and crazy he's acting because you know he's in this crazy B movie. And then the other positive, there's some legitimate thrills in this film. The car chases are intense, the action, the fighting, it's intense. It really is, and it works on that level. But boy is this movie dumb. Dumb. Everyone's dumb. The main character is really dumb. And there, you could suspend your disbelief. Maybe there's one of these things that she didn't do. There's a reason why she doesn't have a passcode on her phone anymore. She doesn't lock her car. She doesn't bring her chargers for things places. And this, and that. Why didn't she call the police? Also, where the hell are the police? They're having this giant manhunt for this man who burned down the house of his ex-wife, but no cops can find him anywhere because there's all these cops running and driving around, chasing around, but whenever Russell Crowe's around, there's not a cop to be seen for the most part. And it's just it made no sense. And speaking of say Chekhov's gun, there are 50 Chekhov's guns in this movie, and it's just so much obnoxious on the nose foreshadowing. This movie is really dumb. The script's not great. A lot of the dialogue is it works because Russell Crowe is so intense and all in on this role, but so many other of the lines are just and the ending. And the more I think about it, is so stupid and so obnoxious. And you're throwing in Arnold Schwarzenegger, Batman and Robin level one-liners in a fight. And I don't want to give it away, but it's dumb. It's just ridiculous. And what's the message of this movie? And they try to beat you over the head with the themes of the movie over the credits, violence. Violence, this country is violent, the cops are understaffed, nobody wants to be cops anymore, our country is violent, and just never digs deep into any of those themes. And basically, it's a driving PSA, it's don't honk at people. And in the end, it's just like, wow, this was a movie. I had some fun with it, but it's not a great movie. And this is not the movie to bring people back to the theaters. Tenet is, and honestly, that's getting some lukewarm reviews as well. Mostly positive, but it was mostly because it's a spectacle. Oh, this film was a spectacle, all right. If it wasn't for Russell Crowe, I probably this wouldn't even popped up on my radar. But in the end, Unhinged is a man being unhinged. Well, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.